Hi everyone, it's me, Ella, here in the All Writers Welcome Facebook group. And do you ever have one of those days where you're like, yeah, well, I have plenty of time to get home and put on some makeup before my Facebook Live? Yeah, it doesn't always turn out that way. Sometimes you end up over here doing something else in your cleaning outfit. So I'm sorry about the hair and the lack of makeup. But I still got some good information for you guys. So let's talk about what to do when you are, starting your writing or writing already. Hi, Shauna. So you've started writing and people are discouraging you from writing. Okay, because this is something that comes up quite a bit in the group that I've seen other people. And so you're like, and so I just want to talk about a little bit and how you can keep going and keep your motivation even when people are discouraging you. So just want to acknowledge a little bit that your writing is like a little baby, okay? When you are writing, you are creating something from your heart and from your mind. It's pure imagination that you are putting down and you're committing to, and it is really special, okay? So I just want to acknowledge that that's a real thing. It's not like just like some casual thing. It is your baby, okay? And it's your little baby writing dream. And babies here are very vulnerable and they really need to be nurtured. So the first thing I want to take into account with when other people are discouraging you is that maybe you don't need to tell everybody or be very careful who you're telling about your writing. It's okay to keep it safe while it's still young. like it's my baby. It's okay to not tell everybody when you're first starting, okay? Because when it's so small like that and when you're a little bit insecure, it can be the slightest doubt can stop you right in your tracks. Like the slightest, slightest like, I don't know if you could write is like, what? Oh, and you can stop. And so we don't want that to happen. So like people can tell you things like people will tell you like, oh, it's hard, you're never going to make any money, or, oh, there's a million people doing that. Why would they need yours too? Or, they could be really skeptical about your abilities, or maybe you're writing in a genre that you don't necessarily want to tell everybody that you're writing about because it's really vulnerable. Actually, when I wrote my book, it was a self-help book, and I wrote it kind of under my name, but not exactly under my name, because I was like, I had put some really personal stuff in there. I was like, I don't know that I want everybody to know this. Like it was okay strangers knowing it. Anyway, so but I didn't want people in my life to know it. So it'd be very, very vulnerable. And what it can feel like is that if you're like going on a walk and the wind is blowing against you and you're already trying to do this thing that's good for you, like going on a walk, or you're already trying to do this thing that's scary, like write a book. And then the wind is blowing against you, making it even harder. Like you're still doing it, you don't give up. I know you guys, but it's like, this is taking more effort than it should. So if any of you guys have had people who have doubted you or given you some kind of skepticism, go ahead and let me know in the comments. Like this is not just one person. Everybody, I think, is dealing with this at some point or another. Okay, so here's some things. I have my notes down here. So first, all those people that are being skeptical, I want you to just unless those people themselves are writing a book, it's okay to ignore them. Unless those people have done it themselves, unless they have put a book out there and they have done all the marketing and they have done all the work that you're going to do, it's okay to just ignore them. So I'm giving you that permission right now to say, you know what? I'm ignoring that for now and I'm going to keep moving forward on my dream, okay? That's permission number one. The other thing that you can do Hi, Shauna. She says, been writing for years. They want to know why it's taking so long. Well, and that's again, I'm going to give you the same advice. It's unless they are writing, then it's okay to ignore them. Okay, especially if it doesn't serve you. Okay, the other thing that you can do when you're discouraged, the other thing that's really important, I'm going to make is the really thing that really helps is to have a community of people who are doing the same thing that you're doing. Okay. Oh, Megan had a professor that she really respected say to her, everyone's written a children's book. That's not a real goal. Oh! How dare they? How dare they? Anyways, I'm so sorry, Megan. It is a real goal and it's valuable. And if your children's book could change one life, or even if that life is just yours, is worthwhile. Okay, so the number one thing to do to combat all these people in your life that are discouraging you is to get your own people. Get your own tribe of people who are behind you. And that's get a community. Okay? So you guys are here in the All Writers Welcome Facebook group. This is a great community. This is a community of people that are here to support you. And there's a number of ways that this can happen. First, you know, a lot of writers are shy. We know writers' solitary thing. And so one of the things that you can do in the Facebook group is just hover. You can just hover and other people are going to be typing things and they're going to be like, I'm having this issue. And you're just like, I had that issue too, you know, and you can get support from other people's support for other people. The next thing you can do is to start participating. Okay. You start participating in the group and you start asking for help when you need help. That's, you know, it's a little bit scary, but it's something that you can do to combat the discouragement from other people as you start getting people who are on your side and they start knowing you and encouraging you specifically. The next thing that you can do is to commit 100%. So you can see we're kind of going in like order of intensity. Okay, so first you're joining a Facebook group and you're getting a community. The next, you're kind of hovering in that community, and then you're going to intensify it even more, and you're going to start participating. And the next thing you can do is to actually commit to yourself, your writing, and your book mentally and financially. So this is like the next level, like all in commitment. And how that could work is joining a community of people who are also so serious about writing, so serious about writing that they, in fact, have also mentally and financially committed, and they are there doing the exact same thing that you want to be doing, and you have this special community. Okay, so Megan had a follow-up comment and she said she got over it because that professor, but she had to trick herself into writing by doing it for her niece. So she's like, I'm not writing a children's book for myself. I'm writing a children's book for my niece. It's for her birthday or what have you. Okay. And then she wrote a children's book. But see how long you had to trick yourself into keeping writing on your book. And, oh man. And it shouldn't have to be that hard. Or one of the things, Megan, that else you might have done was to join the community of people who were also writing children's books, right? Then it's a lot easier because you're like, oh, it's not just me. Everybody's writing a children's book. Carrie says, I just get the eye roll when I tell people I'm an author. They want the copy of the book in their hand. You know what? I know exactly what you're talking about, Carrie, and I'm like, you know what? When those people are committing to creating something out of their pure imagination and putting it out into the world, then they get a say. Otherwise, they don't get a say. Otherwise it's like, well, yeah, maybe I'll give you a copy, maybe I won't. I don't know. None of your business. Okay, so talking about finding a community. Ray says, it's true. It's true. Communities like this spurred me on. And last week, Ooh, dot, dot, dot. It's published, baby. Good job, Ray. Woohoo! Good job. So, joining a community of other people, select people, like the All Writers Welcome Facebook group is a great group. We also have, Megan and I have designed the All Writers Welcome Academy. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it because because what community does is it provides accountability, so that keeps you on track. And then the community also provides support. So you have like people who are doing the same thing as you, that are getting together once a week and chatting about where they're going and how far they've come and what it is that they're, like, hey, this happened to me. I had a bad review. And they're like, don't worry, bad review actually means you're doing great. It means you're a real writer. Okay. So they give you that feedback. That's the opposite of the people who are discouraging you. They're giving you the encouraging feedback. The other thing that you can get in a community, depending on the community, is actual education. Like there's more brains in a community. So if you have a question about something that you don't know, you can put the question out there and more people might answer, right? They can answer the question for you because there's more minds. Yeah, I love these suggestions, people, of what you're doing when you get discouraged. Like, you just continue writing. You don't bother what other people say. Or Megan says what helped her so much was a writing coaching that she does. Oh, seeing other writers being brave enough to share their talents made her so much braver. Yes, community. Oh, I can't overstate. It sounds like, oh yeah, community, but it really actually makes a huge difference. And what it is, to go back to that wind metaphor, is that you're still doing all the hard work. Like you're still the one jogging, or you're still the one walking, but instead of the wind coming towards you and making it harder, it's actually a wind at your back, and it makes it a little bit easier. Like you still have to be the one putting one foot in front of the other. You still have to be the one sitting down and typing at your computer, but instead of it being harder, it's a little bit easier. And where you guys are already so brave for doing this, you're so brave for taking these thoughts from your head and putting them into a book and then putting them into the world. Like, why make it harder than it has to be? Why not have it be just a little bit easier? So if you want, Megan and I have actually designed an academy, the All Writers Welcome Academy. We call it the Academy because one of my favorite words is awesome. And so now we have so many puns. And the Academy is a place where we are gathering different education. We actually have tutorials. Oh, Megan, you are the wind beneath my revising. You are the wind beneath my revising. Oh, man. Okay, sorry. Nobody tuned in to hear me sing. Okay. All Writers Welcome Academy. You can actually check it out. We're going to do a tour of the Academy tonight. And so if you want to sign up for that tour, go to allwriterswelcome.com/academy. And that's the page, that's our page that tells you about it. But you can also if you scroll down just below the first paragraph is a place to sign in for a free tour tonight. So allwriterswelcome.com/academy. And that's, and I'll just tell you briefly a little bit about it. So some of you know that earlier this summer, Megan and I designed the Write, Market, and Publish Your Book in 4 Months program. And we had a lot of people really interested in it, but it was a little bit, the timing wasn't quite right, or, there was just some things that weren't quite right. And I was like, well, I wonder if there's some way we can create something, a community to help people combat this discouragement and do it at their own time and their own pace, but that they can have exactly what they need. And we did. We created it. It's the All Writers Welcome Academy, and it's super affordable and super select group of people. So it's just like, it's only the people who are completely serious about their writing and putting it out there and having it be published and super serious about marketing and being successful. And so it's not every writer, it's serious writers who are willing to make that mental and financial and time commitment to their writing. And so I'm telling you, having those people around you is the best way to combat those discouraging and naysayers in your life, is to have a whole tribe of yay-sayers. I'm sorry. I've been working a lot today and I'm a little bit punchy. So go ahead. There's no obligation to come to, getting the tour does not have any obligation. So come get a tour of the Academy. It's allwriterswelcome.com/academy. And you just scroll down a sec and you can see there's a place to sign in for a tour. We're giving a tour tonight. And yeah, you can see there's a little bit blurbs about the Academy, so you can see what's there. And we hope to see you there, see what we're up to, see if you are somebody who needs a community of people behind you, like purposefully, that know your name and know exactly where you're at and know exactly how to help you. You're going to want to check out the Academy, because the Academy, we have tutorials for writing, we have tutorials for marketing, and we have weekly calls. Plus we have a private Facebook group and we have a lot of fun. So go ahead and check it out. Yep, Megan has the link down there. You can also just go to, check out the link that Megan's put in there. Also, allwriterswelcome.com/academy, just straight academy. Megan also works. So I'm going to do a pew, pew, pew. Yeah, I can't help it. I'm like super cheesy today, you guys. So I hope to see you tonight. Go ahead and put in some of the things that you do when you have people discouraging you, because and that might help somebody else in the group who is in the moment being discouraged. So thank you so much, you guys. I will see you later, hopefully tonight. Bye.